So guys, today I've got a quick little review for a new game titled Max Mustard, which I know sounds like an absolutely stupid kids game, but it is actually a new entry into one of the most underserved genres in VR at the moment, the third-person platformer. So of course, when I heard about this, I had to try it out for myself. Welcome to the simulation inside the simulation. I am Too Damn Golden, your VR Voyager, and let's just dive right into it, guys. Max Mustard is a built for VR platformer that sees you taking control of the titular character Max Mustard in her quest across 40 well-designed levels, with each world having its own unique boss, and to me, the performance and level design in this one are absolutely fantastic. Although I must mention, for those platformer veterans out there looking for some great platforming challenge in the vein of like a Super Mario Galaxy or a Blue Fire, you will be a bit disappointed, as I never really found myself struggling at all with this one, and in the few instances where I did actually die, it was more so due to my depth perception sucking as opposed to damn, this level is super difficult. Max Mustard has a very much Mario meets Donkey Kong Country with a splash of Crash Bandicoot kind of vibe to it, but unlike traditional platformers, Max Mustard does a nice job of keeping you, the gamer, involved by including a few tools that you will use in first person to aid your third person heroine along her journey. And honestly folks, this is a nice touch that I feel does a lot to add to the overall immersion in this title, so kudos to Toast Interactive for that, as well as for the overall visual quality, which I must say is beautiful, with the caveat being with a very much reduced resolution rendering load. But according to the devs, the Quest 3 visual update will be dropping in early April, so we'll just have to wait and see what difference, if any, this makes with this one. But folks, the colors are rich, bright, and vibrant, and really do pop out at you, and performance-wise, I haven't had any issues thus far, and that's after playing this for around 6-ish hours. But given how rare it is that a title works at launch, I do have to admit that playing a bug-free, well-optimized game on release day was truly a nice surprise. Plot-wise, folks, I cannot begin to even tell you what this one is about, as they really do just kind of toss you into the mix, but from what I've been able to ascertain, the basic plot is essentially bad man take flying Bulbasaurs, Max goes to the rescue to save said flying Bulbasaurs. Seriously though, I don't really know what exactly this game is supposed to be about. And it really is this narrative aspect, or lack thereof, that keeps it from being an elite VR platformer like an Astrobot or the Moss series, and it really is a bit of a shame, folks, because outside of the plot and ease of difficulty, this really is a well-constructed VR platformer. The levels are fun and have varied mechanics, you play as a quirky yet graphically beautiful protagonist, and the coins actually matter in this one, as you will use them to purchase a variety of upgrades and perks from Max. But unfortunately, I do have to put this just below the big 3 VR platformers, Astrobot, Moss 1, and Moss 2 of course, but this does serve as a nice foundation for what I can easily see becoming a staple VR series, as Max Mustard is already miles ahead of games like Ven VR or Lucky's Tale. And with a few tweaks to really make us care about the adventures of Max, as well as a difficulty slider, Max Mustard really does have a ton of potential, but for now I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10, and for platformer aficionados such as myself, this is a game that I really do recommend, as it certainly is a good time. Just like it is a good time to like this video and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. As always, I am Too Damn Golden, your VR Voyager, and thanks for joining me in the simulation inside the simulation.